All right, we all stand, we'll do the pledge, make sure you get your mics on. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Morgan Township Emergency Meeting, September 1, 2020 at 6:30 p.m. A roll call, please.
Mr. Updike?
Yes?
Mr. Brecker?
Yes.
Mr. Kolb?
Yes.
All right. So I'll turn this over to Connie. We'll get the POs out of the way first.
All right, I have 3 POs, please. The first one is to Butler County Engineer for $33,194.75 for Morgan Township share of the culvert on Lehigh Road.
So moved. Second.
Mr. Kolb?
Yes.
Mr. Brecker?
Yes.
Mr. Updike?
Yes?
Motion approved. The second is a PO to North Coast Products for $2,500 for emulsion for road repairs. This
So-
is mostly for up on Bay Road.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Updike?
Yes?
Mr. Brecker?
Yes.
Mr. Kolb?
Yes.
Motion approved. PO to Melvin Stone for $1,000 for road repairs.
So moved.
Second?
Mr. Brecker?
Yes.
Mr. Kolb?
Yes.
Mr. Updike?
Yes.
Motion approved.
All righty. I assume Dale's computer's toast or done? Do you know, Chief?
That's what I read in the email he sent to everybody. I haven't gotten anything more specific than what was in the email. He's been using our laptop, the fire department's training laptop.
They're separated, Brad. They're like a whole stack.
Sorry. Gotcha. So I did read, I just seen it before we come in here, so. I assume we need to move on that so he has a computer, am I correct?
That would be correct.
And if I remember right from reading in here, Dale was like in the middle of the row, the HP. And I'm not a computer guy, so does it look like the Dell and the HP were real similar?
I don't have
Is
a
there a
copy
difference?
of, I don't
Do
have
you
a
know?
copy.
He seemed to like the HP better for what he wanted.
I'm sorry.
Pass that down.
It's just the whole thing?
Yeah.
Terrific. I'll let you look at this. You're the computer guy more than me. I think I just messed it up. So the laptop is 5 years old. That's the one that Mr. Teets got, am I correct? I do believe.
It's 5 years old.
5 years old.
Yeah. It's purchased in 2015, warranty expired in 2018.
As Chris says here, the HP, the only drawback in it, it can never be encrypted. So you're not required to encrypt right now, but for the value, the HP gives him more abilities.
A little louder.
So the only difference is the HP is not, according to Chris, which I agree, is not allowed to, is unable to be encrypted. Right now, you're not required by any statutory law to encrypt your laptops. But if that ever comes down from above, that will not be able to be encrypted.
All right, so explain that in English terms what encrypted is. because-
Encryption means that if anybody got into it, they would not be able to extract the data. So, you know, it's an encrypted hard drive, where the other one would be able to be encrypted. It's just about protecting data.
Are you talking about the Dell, either one of them?
Well, according to Chris, and I agree, the HP is unable to be encrypted. But there is no requirement at this point to encrypt them. But if that ever comes down, then that laptop would be of no use. So you're purchasing on the Dell a future enhancement that may or may not come. And it's $50 more, I believe it is, for the Dell, is it not?
So there's one here for $1,450, one for $900, and one for $850. So what's the difference between the $1,450 and the $850?
Looking at it, I believe, Wi-Fi 6, webcam. Not a lot other than the processor. 15.6, 8 RAM, 512.
Got a pretty good warranty on that Dell too, 3 years.
Yeah,
That's good.
I mean, I like Dells personally. I think Chris does too. They're an industry standard. HP are fine, but a lot of things HP have are specific to HP.
Well, the more expensive Dell's got a 3-year warranty.
It
The other
does,
one's
and
only got 1 year.
the other thing about the more expensive Dell is it's upgradable, as Chris says, and it's nearly indestructible.
Oh, no, that's the HP. Yeah.
I mean, if he ever takes it out with him, you drop it or whatever, it's not gonna, it's not a tough book, but it's pretty indestructible, that model, the Dell Latitude.
Oh, that Dell one's nearly indestructible.
Yeah, the
right?
1450 is. And it's upgradable. A lot of these cheaper computers don't have the ability to add RAM or an extra hard drive or anything else that you might want to add in the future. It's buying now versus what you want to be able to upgrade.
So what do you think? Do you see him?
I did. I would defer to AC. I'm not the computer expert. I know,
I mean, in my world, I'd spend the 1450 and get a computer that's upgradable, that's rugged, and can do anything in the future, so you're not the same place. But that's it's still $450, almost $500.
It's kind of what I was thinking, but I didn't want to be the one to.
I'll say it. I mean, it's of the choices, that's the best option in my mind, because anything else, if you need to do anything else, you're going to have to get rid of the computer, the cheaper ones completely. Sometimes cheaper is not always better.
How often are you typically upgrading on the computer?
It depends on what his needs are and what it evolves. You never know what's coming down, but the encryption would probably be my biggest point. That at least it's encryptable, so you're buying it.
and Windows 10, I don't believe he had Windows 10 with the
No.
one he had. And
They
all
all
the
have
stuff he
Windows.
does with the auditor's office and mapping and stuff, I mean, Windows 10 is the newest software.
It's got a very good i5 processor, and it's not. That's a pretty good price, in my opinion.
So on the ProBook, the HP, the second one, is it the only reason you'd go with the first one is because the second one would not be as upgradable as the first one?
That's one of them, and also HP has a lot of proprietary things that Dell doesn't, that sometimes you have to go through HP. Dell gives you more ability to use anything because they don't have anything in their swim lane, so to speak.
You also got 2 more years of warranty,
Yes.
and it's
Oh, no, no.
upgradable.
The upgradable is the best value there. It means it's got extra slots for whatever you might need to do. it's not a 1 or 2 year purchase. You're purchasing it for a period of time that you can keep upgrading it.
I mean, I don't have any trouble, if we feel did the Dale, the first one's a better value, I don't have any problem with that for $400 additional.
Well, it's actually $550.
But I mean, he does do a lot of, he has a lot of work. Whoever, zoning does a lot of things that require dual open windows and to run, it's not, if it was my world, I'd buy the 1450 hands down. It's a business laptop where these others are kind of like what you'd buy for home or,
Yeah.
to do your Facebook on. But if you're gonna buy a business laptop, the first one's a business laptop.
So I don't know the answer to this, but from reading there towards the end, I'm assuming there's going to be a $200 labor, either if we went with a 900 one or with the 1400.
Yeah, what Chris has to do is he has a program that runs all these computers, and I'm not speaking for him, I just know this is knowledge, that makes a backup of every computer here. And so he'll have to come in and put all, like when Chief's computer crashed, Chief didn't lose anything because Chris was able to come in and put a exact copy as of midnight or whatever time it made its last backup on it, and that does take labor. So he won't lose anything that he had, as when the last time it crashed, it made a backup. He'll be able to put that on there, and that does take some time. But it'll look and feel to him like he never lost anything.
All right.
I just happened to see, I guess Dale's note, he's recommending the HP ProBook for $900. Is there any, do you know any reason why he would be in favor of that HP?
I didn't speak to, I don't know, unless he was.
I think he was trying to go to the middle
I
of
think he was
the
looking at cost, but sometimes cheapest isn't always best,
Okay.
my opinion only.
All right, so I'll make a motion to Computer Solutions,
Oxford Computer Solutions.
Oxford Computer Solutions, for the Dell Latitude 5510 at a cost of $1,450 plus $200 for the labor to get it up and running and everything that needs to be put on it, for a total of $1,650.
Second.
Mr. Updike?
Yes.
Mr. Kolb?
Yes.
Mr. Brucker?
Abstain.
Motion approved.
Okay, anything else before? Okay. You want to make the motion, or you want me to? Okay, I'll make a motion to go to executive session pertaining to personnel matters.
Second?
Mr. Updike?
Yes?
Mr. Kolb?
Yes.
Mr. Brucker?
Yes.
We are adjourned to executive session.
Okay, kill the tape.
You guys coming in?
Chief's going as far as I know, unless I'll wait for you to call me.
executive back here or out here?
We can do it either place.
Let's do it here then. Yes.
POs are already done, right? I didn't have the tape on when to come out, so we just redid that motion, or it's on the tape. 'Cause I forgot to start it. Anything else? If not, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Second?
Mr. Brucker?
Yes.
Mr. Kolb?
Yes.
Mr. Updike?
Yes.
We are adjourned.